geography side, and the name of our chapter is agricultural practices. It means in this chapter mainly we'll just focus about the agriculture and the factor that is affecting the agriculture, and in the same manner we'll just continue our topic, the types of agriculture. It means there are different types of agriculture, so we'll just continue the different types of agriculture also. So first I will just explain to you about the meaning of agriculture. So agriculture, it is just the word agriculture, it is just taken with the help of the Latin word. It means we can say that the agriculture word is taken the language of the Latin word, and it is just divided. So it is just divided into two parts, ager and the culture. Ager, the meaning of ager, it means the field, and culture, it means to cultivate. It means when we just cultivate anything of any field, so it is known as the agriculture. If we discuss about the meaning of the agriculture in our country India, so agriculture, it is very much important and oldest practice of our country India. It means in the previous time the people are engaged in the agriculture. We can say that the agriculture, this agriculture will give the raw material to any of the industries. It means if any of the industries they want to run, so the agriculture will give the raw material to the industries. And in the same manner this agriculture, because this is, we can say that this is the most important and oldest economic activity, and you know that there are different types of activities are there that is performed by the human beings. So these are the three main types of activity. First, that is the primary activity. So we can say that agriculture is known as the primary activity. In the same manner, fishing, mining, this is also the primary activity. We will just take the example of the secondary activity. So secondary activity, it means when we just change the product from the primary activity to the secondary activity. It means secondary activity is just a manufacturing. It means when we just cultivate the wheat, so the production of the wheat, it is known as the primary activity, and when we just prepare the biscuits, bread from the wheat, so this is known as the secondary activity. If we just talk about the third activity, that is the tertiary activity. So the tertiary activity, it is not related to the production, but it is just indirectly related to the production. It means it is just giving the service like banking, transportation, insurance. It means if we will take the same example of the wheat, so the production of the wheat, it is known as the primary activity. If we just produce the bread, the biscuit from this wheat, so it is known as the secondary activity. And in the same manner, because if any of the production is ready, so it is just need to sell or to just transport this product into the different part of the country. So that's why we just need the different types of transportation system. So this transportation system, it is known as the example of the tertiary activity. Okay, so it means there are the three sector of the activity, but in this chapter we are discussing the primary activity, that is the agriculture. Okay, so I think you have just clear about the meaning of the agriculture. It means to cultivate something on any field. So that is known as the agriculture. And because in our country India there are so many factors that is also affected the agriculture. It means the production of the agriculture. So here as you can see, factor affecting agriculture. There are mainly four factors that are just affecting the agriculture. First, that is the relief. Relief, it means in the country there are no any possibility that everywhere the same type of landform is available. Okay, and the same type of things are available. So we can say that the relief, it is just mainly affected to the agriculture. It means because the agriculture, it is needed the thick layer of soil. Because if the thick layer of soil is not available, so the agriculture is not possible. So we can say that if you want to cultivate the rice, the wheat, so the thick and the plain level is available, is suitable for this type of cultivation. And this mountain slope, it is not suitable for the cultivation of wheat and rice. It means the mountain slope, it is just suitable for the cultivation of tea and coffee. Okay, so it means we can say that the different type of landform is suitable for the different crops, and the same type of crops, same type of landform is not suitable to all the type of crops. So we can say that the relief is affecting a main important factor that is affecting the agriculture. Now second, that is the climate. Climate is also affecting the agriculture. It means the tropical and the subtropical region where the climate is moderate. It means this type of climate is suitable for the agriculture. And somewhere where the climate is extremely hot or somewhere where the climate is extremely low. So this type of climate also it is not suitable for the agriculture. The moderate climate that is in the tropical and the subtropical region, that is good for the agriculture. It means if we discuss about the hot area like the Thar desert, that is very much hot, so it is not very much suitable for the agriculture. In the same manner, if we discuss about the cold place, that is the Ladakh desert, so where the very much cold is there, so that is also not suitable for the agriculture. Okay. And now the third, that is the soil. Soil is also very much important factor that is affecting the agriculture because in the different soil. In the previous chapter we have discussed about the types of soil. So there are different types of soils are there, and the same type of fertility it is not available in all type of soil. Okay, it means the alluvial soil. It is very much fertile soil and it is suitable for the agriculture. And if it doesn't discuss about the sandy soil, desert soil, it is not suitable for the agriculture. So the fertility of the soil, when the fertility of the soil is much high, when the agriculture is good and the production will be high. And if any of the soil it is not too much fertile, so the agriculture is not possible on that particular soil. So these are the three main factors, that is the geological factor. And now the main factor, that is the human factor. Definitely, it is also affecting the agriculture. How? Because for the agriculture, the human being is also needed because if all the factors are suitable, like relief features, climate and soil, but if the human labor and the humans are not there, so how the agriculture will possible? So that's why human also is an important factor that is affecting the agriculture. And sometimes the human being, it means they are just using the different technique to increase their production. So that's why we can say that the factors, human factor, it is also affecting the agriculture. So here we have discussed about 4 factors affecting agriculture. First, that is relief, second climate, third soil, and fourth, that is human factors. Okay, so now we discuss about the types of farming. So there are so many types of farming. One by one we'll discuss. First of all, if we discuss the type of farming, so there are main 2 types of farming. First, that is the subsistence farming, and second, that is the commercial farming. It means this is the 2 main broad category of the farming, that is subsistence farming and commercial farming. And we'll just divide this subsistence farming, further divide this subsistence farming into 2 parts. First, that is primitive subsistence farming, and second, that is intensive subsistence farming. And this primitive subsistence farming also we can divide into 2 parts, that is shifting agriculture. You can see this name in the book also because due to the lack of space I have just written down in this manner. So the primitive subsistence farming also we can divide into 2 parts, shifting agriculture, and second, that is the nomadic herdings. And if we discuss about the commercial farming, so commercial farming is also divided into 4 parts, but this we'll discuss later. Okay, so first we'll just discuss about the subsistence farming. What is subsistence farming? Subsistence farming, it means in this type of farming, the farmers are just doing the agriculture in a small plot of land. It means very small in this field, the size of the field, it is very much small, and they don't have any type of modern equipment or any type of modern tools for the agriculture, and mainly the members of their family, they are just to the help in this type of farming. It means and because the size of the small, it is very much the size of the field, it is also very much small, and because he is not using any type of modern techniques or modern tools, so in the same manner the production are very much short. It means very much small quantity of the production is here. So this subsistence divide into two parts. So first that is primitive subsistence farming and second that is intensive subsistence farming. So first we discuss that this primitive subsistence farming, it is also divided into two parts, that is shifting agriculture and nomadic herding. So first we just discuss about the shifting agriculture. What is shifting agriculture? It means by the name it is clear, shifting. It means to shift and do the agriculture. It means in this type of agriculture, because it is also the primitive method of the agriculture. So in this type of agriculture, the farmers are the people, they are just move of any of the area, and it means in the forest area, and where the trees are available. So first they just cut all the trees. It means they are just clear the plot of land. So in this manner they are just cut the trees and they are just burnt all the trees, and the ashes or the rock जो होती है, they just spread the ash into the level into the field, and after that they just start the agriculture. And when after 2-3 years, when the soil is loose, is its fertility, so they are just shifted to the another field for the agriculture. It means in the same manner again they just start the same practice. It means they just clear the land and start agriculture, and when after 2-3 years the soil loses its fertility, so they just change the field for the agriculture purpose. It means बार बार shift करके खेती की जाती है. So this is known as the shifting cultivation. But this type of agriculture, it is not practiced nowadays. It means in this time of time, the shifting of agriculture, it is not practiced, because if you have discussed about in the history time also, the British government, so they just stop the policy of the shifting cultivation. And the shifting cultivation, it is also not good for the land, because it is just increase the deforestation, and in the same manner it is increase the soil erosion also. So that's why it is not good. So this type of agriculture, that is the shifting agriculture, the different names of the shifting agriculture, that is somewhere it is also known as the June cultivation, somewhere it is known as the Roka. Okay. And now the second type of that is the nomadic herding. Nomadic herding. Mainly this type of farming, we can say that it is just a semi-arid region. It means in the Sahara Desert and in the some part of the Rajasthan, some part of the Jammu Kashmir, this type of practice is done. And in this type of farming, we can say that the people, they are just to move with their cattle. It means they just rear the cattle like sheep and yak, and they just rear the camel also. So they are just to move from one place to the another place along with their family and along with their all the cattle, and they are just not prepare a fixed article, that they are not habitual to the settled things. It means they are not settled in any place. They are just shift from one place to the another place for the pasture, for the searching of pasture land of this particular type of animals. And this animal, they are giving the milk and some wool to the people. So this is known as the nomadic herdings. And in the same manner, because this, if we discuss about the intensive subsistence farming. So intensive subsistence farming, it means mainly this is done where the densely populated area are there. So it means in this way they are just to do the production in a small field, and in this small field they just want to product the more and more production they want. So that's why they are just to use some tools, some techniques, and in this small field of land they just want to do their production should be high. So that's why they are just using some techniques, some tools, and mostly this is done in a densely populated area. And because of the long growing cropping season, sometimes they are just do the agriculture of the 2 or 3 crop once in a, it means in a whole season, because of the long cropping season. So these are the main type of the subsistence farming. That is subsistence farming. Just recall this thing. The subsistence farming we can divide into primitive subsistence farming and intensive subsistence farming. And this primitive subsistence farming also we can divide into two parts. First, that is commercial farming. So, if we discuss about the commercial farming, so this commercial farming also we can divide it into different parts. First, that is the extensive commercial agriculture. Second, that is plantation agriculture. Number third, that is mixed farming, and fourth, that is the dairy farming. Okay. So, in this series, first we will discuss about the commercial farming. What is commercial farming? Okay. So, if we discuss about the commercial farming, so we can say that in this commercial farming, because in this commercial farming mostly the work that is done in the agriculture, so it is mostly practiced for the commercial purpose. It means for the business purpose. Okay. So in this type of agriculture, definitely the size of the field, it is very much large, and whatever the production is there, so this all type of production, it is just sell into the market for taking or just obtaining the much profit. So this is known as the commercial agriculture. Okay. So in this, if we discuss about the extensive commercial agriculture, so in this extensive commercial agriculture, it means mostly because of the commercial agriculture, whatever the production are there, it is just sell into the market. So in this extensive commercial agriculture, the size of the field, it is very much large, and it is just practiced where the population is very much less. It means in this sparse population area, this type of agriculture is done, and because of the availability of large type of land, whatever the production are there, because the production is also much high, and whatever the production are there, this all type of production is just sell into the market. And the second name, that is the plantation agriculture. Plantation agriculture, it means in the same field, in a particular field, the particular area, the plantation crops are grown. Okay, and that like rubber plant, tea plant, coffee plant. So because what in this the same plants is grown, and mainly this is the, we can say that the cash crops are there, and the main aim of this plantation agriculture is just earn the more and more amount of profit. So we can say that this plantation agriculture, mainly the plants crops are grown, and this type of plants are just grown for the commercial purpose, and the crops, whatever the crops are there, this all type of crops just sell to the market only. Now the next, that is the mixed farming. If we discuss about the mixed farming, so by the name it is clear. It means in this type of agriculture, the crops are grown as well as the animals, the cattle are also reared. For the, it means the same way, जहाँ पर खेती भी की जाती है और पशुओं को भी पाला जाता है. So that is the mixed farming, and in this type of farming, sometimes they are just grow the crops also, that is good for the animals, and they are just taking the profit with the help of the animal also. Okay, it means they are just earn some type of money with the help of the animal. It means they are just selling the milk from this type, the whatever the milk is getting from the animals. So they are just selling into the market. It means they are two type of they are earning. First, that is with the help of the crops, and second, that is with the help of the animals. So that is the mixed cropping, mixed farming. It means where the agriculture is done as well as the animals are also reared. And the fourth type of agriculture, that is the dairy farming. So in this dairy farming, mostly the animals are reared. It means whatever the animals, that is just give the milk. So this type of animals is reared for the dairy farming, and in this type, because whatever the animals, they are just giving the milk, and they are just sending or they are just selling this milk and the milk product to the different type of industries. Okay, and in this way they are just earn the more amount of profit. So we can say that in this commercial farming, the main motto is to just earn the profit only. So we have discussed about the commercial farming. In this, there are four types of there: extensive commercial agriculture, plantation agriculture, mixed farming, and dairy farming. So in this way, we will discuss about some more different types of farming. That is the truck farming, market gardening and horticulture. Okay. So because in the cities areas, it is not possible that people have the large amount of land for the agriculture purpose. Because definitely in the village side, the people have the field for the agriculture, but in the cities area, those who are interested in the agriculture, so they don't have this type of field for the agriculture. So that's why they are just do the agriculture in the field that is somewhere far away from the city side, and mostly they are just grown the things that is very much demandable, and this type of things they are just grown in their field. It means they are just near about the market area, they are just going. So in this way, because in this marketing gardening, whatever the most demandable things, they just cultivate in their field, and sometime with the help of trucks, they are just transport this particular things to the another parts of the country. So this is also known as, it means this market gardening, it is also known as the truck farming, because in this truck the trucks are there, just refrigerated trucks are there. So in this, with the help of this refrigerated truck, they are just to transport the things from the another part of the country. So this is the market gardening, and the one more term, that is the horticulture. So the horticulture, it is just mainly used, it means when the production or the agriculture of the fruits, flowers, vegetables. So this is the agriculture, it is known as the horticulture. Okay, it means when the vegetables are grown, so that is known as the horticulture. So these are some different types of agriculture, that is the truck farming, market gardening and horticulture. So you can see in this chapter we have just focused about some points, that is the agriculture, the factor affecting the agriculture, and after that we have discussed about the different types of the